Good afternoon and welcome once again to the Spanish Pavilion, the stage that we've got prepared here for our co-exhibitor companies to tell us a bit about their business model and tell us about the different innovations that are being carried out at the moment. The next presentation is by the company Innova, and the title of the presentation is Towards the Digital Transformation of the Industry 4.0 with the least environmental impact using NB IoT LTE and batteryless IoT devices. Joining me on stage is Raúl Aragonés, chairman of the company. Raúl, whenever you're ready.
Thank you very much. Okay, the slider. Okay, good afternoon to everyone, and thanks for your attention. My name is Raúl Aragonés. I'm going to introduce a solution, batteryless systems, so how to transform the Industry 4.0 to become more sustainable and digital with the least environmental impact using the most advanced wireless telecom bands. In one stage, let me introduce what is really the problem of the industry right now, is the downtime in the industry's cost from 5 to 20% of the productive costs. So this is really amazing for the industry. What is the maintenance mantra? Basically, the right part in the right place at the right time. Until now, the most common way of maintenance was the preventive maintenance. That means this machine has to be replaced, to be updated, to be maintained every 3,000 hours. So I proceed to substitute all these parts that appears in the manual of maintenance every X hours. But when we want to move to the predictive maintenance, we need quality data. And quality data means real-time data, means data that is delivered in the right dominion for the customer. And for doing that, you cannot move working with batteries. What you see here is heat, a lot of heat. The 21% of the world energy needs is lost in form of waste heat. A big industry like iron, steel, rubber, like cement, loses 2/3 parts of their energy consumption in form of waste heat. So why not to use this waste heat to create clean energy? Also, until now, industries digitalize themselves using wires. Every single meter of wire inside a facility costs from 40 to 80 euros. So imagine the costs of transform a big oil refinery. Should be tremendous. On one hand, the 20th century technologies. In other hand, the 21st century technologies. All of them are basically, the 98% of the wireless solutions are powered by battery. That means, in one hand, low wireless coverage. Every 50 meters, you have to deploy a wireless repeater. When we are working with the most common wireless protocol in the market, that is wireless HART, every gateway of Emerson of wireless HART costs from 4,000 to 6,000 euros, every one. So, big investment in wireless infrastructure, but also hard to maintain. Common industrial battery sensors costs 200 to 300 euros. They are just one single use for them. Every day, more than 25 million batteries every day are put inside the trash. They have no opportunity to be recycled. So, if we attach to these costs, the maintenance guy staff changing batteries, your process stop to replace them, this is tremendous. We cannot support this. And also it's not sustainable. The lithium is abstracted from that lithium triangle in Argentina, Chile, using indigenous people for the extraction. But the cobalt that comes from the Congo is extracted basically in semi-slave conditions of people. So we can do everything of this without batteries. And finally, in explosive environments like oil and gas, chemical, rubber, paper sectors, soybean sectors, these kind of materials are explosive. You cannot use lithium because it's explosive. So there is a lack of solutions for this kind of industries. But also, in heat-intensive industries, that means where the heat is present in all the facility, lithium battery degrades rapidly, reduces more than 60% the total lifetime. So why to use lithium? Well, this is what happens to the batteries. South America, lithium triangle, toxic unauthorized materials, very bad for everything. What we propose is a way of transforming waste heat into clean energy. This solution has been working in the space for more than 40 years. These deep space missions like Galileo, Cassini, Voyager, and all the rovers that are exploring the surface of Mars are fully powered by heat, not by solar PV. So why not to move this technology from the space to save the industry, to make them more sustainable? This is an Innova proposal. Three main solutions. At the right, the cloud platform to monitor data. In the middle, the first batteryless and free of maintenance IoT device fully powered by heat. At the top left, a module that allows to create clean energy from the heat. This is basically pure energy efficiency. And how it works? Quite easy. We install a thermoelectric generator that converts heat of the process into electricity, a 3-axis vibration sensor that monitors vibrations and velocity in the machine, and at the right, a very long-range wireless device that incorporates edge computing, and it's fully batteryless. It's fully powered by heat. And finally, a data management tool to monitor your vibrations and apply predictive maintenance if needed. Several use cases. In this case, we have projects working in the oil and gas, chemical, paper, rubber sector. Let me introduce the first one. This is the plant of Sacir Valoriza at Siloeches in Madrid. This is a very interesting project to monitor vibrations in a rasper. And the beautiful thing, I think, of this project is that we are powering the thermoelectric generator by the friction of the knives that cuts the wheels and the rubber of the wheels. So this rubber is used for the asphalt, ecological asphalt, also for the playground of the schools of the guys, also to the trucks of athletics trucks. So the friction of these knives generates heat, and this heat powers two thermoelectric generators, this one and this one, that powers two sensors, a vibration sensor and a temperature sensor, and we monitor this using these IoT devices. This is fully powered by heat. And using, in this case, LoRaWAN as wireless protocol. This other project, with the hand of Vodafone and Cepsa, a oil refinery in the south of Spain, uses narrowband platform that has bigger bandwidth. Okay? So in this case, we are able to perform the predictive maintenance using the edge computing. So we perform the spectrum of the vibration every 30 seconds. So all the spectrum, the wide spectrum from 0 Hertz to 1 kilohertz, the radiography of the vibration of the machine goes to the cloud, reducing more than 90% the cloud computing costs, because all the effort of computation is done in the edge. 3 elements: thermoelectrics, IoT, and vibration sensor. This is a pump. Finally, a chemical plant of Ilvoc in Cartagena, Escombreras. This is the next stage of Induai. It's called Induai 2.0. This is a device that is all standalone. It has the thermoelectric converter, the IoT in the same device, and the vibration sensor outside the device. Basically, it has more than 1 kilometer of coverage, so zero cost in infrastructure wireless. And also, it allows to monitor, in one hand, vibration, but also steam leaks in steam traps. They has more than 300 string traps. They lose every year more than 500,000 euros in form of steam. A typical oil refinery loses every year more than 3 million of euros in form of steam leaks. Why not to make these oil refineries more digital, sustainable? This is the plant of Aircross in Spain. It's like an intermediate chemical plant. This is quite simple. A steam pipeline, the thermoelectric converter, the IoT device, and the vibration sensor. Completely autonomous. We monitor vibration in a recirculation turbine. And a very innovation project that is running right now in Barcelona in our subway that allows to monitor, in this case, vibration in ventilator fans. Metro of Barcelona has more than 800 ventilators in the ceiling of the tunnels, but this also is applicable to the highways, subways, railways, tunnels. What happened one day? Happened this. 200 kilograms of a ventilator falls down from the ceiling to the ground. It happens at 3 o'clock in the morning. No accident happened due to the time, but it happens at 9 o'clock in the morning. There is a tremendous accident. Right now, do you know how they are maintaining these ventilators? There is an operator that goes with a small wagon, elevates the wagon, monitors manually the vibration, take note in a piece of paper, and every day they make a report. Every 15 days they make a round trip in all the ventilators. Now we have developed the first battery-less IoT device fully powered by wind. So the blades of the ventilator move the blades of our micro wind turbine that powers the IoT and the vibration sensor. From one measurement every 15 days to one measurement every 5 seconds in real time. This is a digital transformation. And finally, just for conclude, this is our cloud platform when we can monitor all the parameters of the plant, and also we have alerts, alarms using Telegram, notifications, and we are in the last stage of development of predictive maintenance algorithms. Our company is the first Spanish company invested by the European Commission, the EAC fund, and one of the top 20. We have more than 8 research projects paid by the European Union and more than 29 international awards. That's one, the IoT World Innovation Cup in Los Angeles last year. And thank you very much. You are you're invited to join our hall in the real part of the scenario, but also we were speakers in the COP26, in the Global Conference of the Climate Change in Glasgow last November. I invite you to scan this QR and see too deep in our speech and deep in our solutions that tries to change the way of transforming Industry 4.0 into more digital. Thanks for your time.